All right, hello all you wargamers. We are having an RTT today. I'm just gonna give you a quick list review. And we are gonna talk about how the boys are gonna stomp today. Running a crud ton of assassination, so our warlord is going to be a war boss with a power claw. He's got the upgrade to the killer claw and brutal but cunning. Then we're running the beast boss. He's got the proper killie and the beast hide mantle. Got a bare bones knob and smash squig. Running a weird boy. He's got the jump and +1 attack spell. Then we've got, this is not boss Zagstruck, but today he's boss Zagstruck. He may look like a Goth rocker, but that's because Zagstruck rocks on. And we've got one little runt herd and the kill rig. The kill rig is the man, the legend. He's amazing. He's not painted yet, but we still love him. He's going to be having the Swig High tires for faster movement. We're 1 unit of truck boys, 1 unit of beast snagger boys, 2 units of knobs, 2 units of commandos, big blob of 5, whatever these things are. Killicons, look at them. They actually look beautiful, don't they? Killicons with rocket launches. Then we're running 1 big old battle wagon with the Death Rolla and the Fortress on Wheels upgrade for that 5-up infallen. Then last but not least, we have a unit of Storm Boys and a unit of Squig Hog Boys, who will, chances high, be in Strategic Reserves, because Strategic Reserves is awesome. Oh, and finally, our, 3 obligatory units of 10 Gretchen. All right, I'll catch up with you afterwards, and we'll talk about how the battles go. That's the aftermath. It was a good game, but the wall was too strong, and we crumped the Nidzillas. It ended up being a 94 to, I think, 46 battle. We're just cleaning up here right now. York was an awesome opponent, and he's gotten so much better over the last few months. Congratulations on your improvement, buddy. Really good play. Maybe there were a few different secondaries we could have tweaked that you took, but overall, great match, man. Appreciate your time, and we will move on into the next round, everyone. All right, round 2 is coming up. Say hello, Mr. Peter Bay.
Hello, Mr. Internet.
All right, Peter's a teammate of mine on the WTC team here in Norway, so we really love him, and we're excited to crumple him. So today, you guys already know my army. I am bringing all the boys, and he is bringing the Demon Boys. He's actually doing a bunch of monster mash there, so my beast snaggers are going to love that. Scarbrand's going to show up, and hopefully he's going to get my knobs to 6 attacks. That's ideal. But it's a pretty scary list. A lot of flesh hounds, a lot of daemonettes. So we'll see how it goes. I'm excited to turn this one out. We are going to be playing on Death and Zeal. Let me just kind of pan over and I'll show you guys the way it works. So this is our terrain. These are going to be our dense terrains, and then these will be just difficult terrain and light cover. Other than that, we are ready to play, and Death and Zeal coming on up. What do you think, Peter?
I think this is a good mission for the orcs. Short deployment zones. I think it's going to be a lot who goes first.
Wow, baby!
This is going to get bloody.
Okay, so this is our deployment. We both basically agreed who goes first wins. Check out all these demons on the line, and check out all my boys on the line. Everyone's ready to charge in and smash faces. Fortunately for the orcs, we rolled first, and we'll let you know what happens at the end of the game. Okay, Peter, we love you, but the wall was too mighty this game.
This went as badly as I was expecting it to be, unfortunately.
Oh no!
Next time.
So this is the end of the game. I've got a bunch of Gretchen here. I solidly control everything. This is a knob smash kit, some knobs, and the war boss crushing some blood letters. Over here, we didn't even roll the dice. I got a full unit of knobs. About to kill Scarbrand with Scarbrand's aura. They're going to be exploding at 5s, and that was it, man. So the wall was too strong. But thank you for the game, Peter. Appreciate you. We're about to go over some things that maybe we could have done differently in this one, and we'll catch up with the last round of the tournament. Thanks, everyone. Bye. All right, and we're on to turn 3 of the tournament. This is Lasse. Say hello, Lasse.
Hello.
He's an awesome guy. He is bringing the dirty robots. There are so many scarabs on this table. It is insanity. We got plenty of spiders. We got a ton of locust destroyers. And we have, of course, the dirty boy himself. I'm already deployed over here. This is going to be tear down their icons where we plant the bombs mission. So we'll be back at the end of the game, and we're going to give you the recap of how it goes. Best of luck to you, good sir.
Best of luck.
Cheers.
Remarkably sturdy list.
That was the end of it, guys. Lasse played an incredible game. He came back from behind. It was 87-85 to the wall, which we're really happy about. But holy crap, that was a nail biter. I was completely wiped.
Yep.
I had 1 truck left, and he had the king. He had a bunch of stuff. So that was it. All of this stuff was dead, but the boys did show up really well. Unfortunately, one of our teammates, this guy, let me zoom in on him. He won. Because he won on battle points, but it was a great experience, and we'll kind of go over this list a little bit afterwards. Thanks, guys. Hey, guys. Thanks for watching everything in the tournament review. Just had a few things I wanted to clear up. turns out that when you press the take picture of it button, then it's just going to take a picture and it's not going to take a video. So that's what happened in the first battle when I was playing against the Tyranids player when I was going over his army list. He was doing a behemoth list with some Carnifexes, a bunch of Hormigaunt pressure. But I had a few thoughts on how the tournament went. Overall, I'm actually really, really happy with my performance and the way the army list went. I know a lot of people were really concerned about how many assassination points I gave up, because I gave up like 22 assassination points. Literally never came up. It was never a problem. The only time it was a bit of an issue was in my final match against the Necrons, but they were going to be scoring, 15 points on their Treasure of the Aeons, the ancient machineries anyway. So it's not like I was giving them any points that they weren't going to get anyway. Because even if they didn't want to take Assassinate, they could have taken Bring It Down for 13 points, right? So I just don't really care about giving up those secondary points. It really didn't make much difference at all, ever. And it actually let me use my characters kind of with abandon, because if I don't care about giving up those points, then you can just throw your characters out there, which gives you a lot of power. I'm not saying that's the best strategy for everyone, but for me, it seemed to work out really well. Another thing that I wanted to talk about was like what units did not perform in my list. The 5-man Storm Boy squad is awesome if its purpose is only for deep striking. And I actually don't think I need that in this list. So I think what I need to do is I need to figure out how can I get maybe 3 extra Storm Boys in there and an extra and a Power Claw on the knob. Because if I can find up those 40 points, then suddenly they're fast and killy. Because the 5-man is just not killable enough. So I don't think the 5-man is really for me anymore. Because I tend to not need a deep striker to get behind enemy lines. Because I can pretty much always like wah in, or I can teleport in, or I can come in off strategic reserve later on in the game. And I have truck boys anyway, who can typically just charge into the enemy lines turn 1 regardless. And the troops, so they give me the bonus CP. So I just don't need the 5-man Storm Boy. So I'm going to see if I can bump that up to maybe a 7 or an 8-man with a Claw. I don't need the full 10-man. I think it's just wasted points. And honestly, it just makes it harder to hide them. So that's what I'm going to do with the Storm Boy squad. The Squig Hogs were actually awesome. I freaking love them. Battle Wagon was a legend. The Knobs were freaking destroyed everything. I absolutely love them. The 2 things in my army list that I wasn't actually pleased with was, 1, the boss with Brutal Buchanan and the Kill a Claw, which is like, I know everyone loves him. He's a darling because he deals crazy damage and he fights on death and all this. But man, he just didn't do much on the matchups that I didn't need him. I just didn't need him anyway. On the matchup that I needed him, he just died because he just dies. So it's not hard to kill him. He's just like T6 with a 5-up invuln. It's pretty darn easy to kill him. So I think I'm dropping him, man. And I think I'm just going to take those 3 CP really, because I've spent a bonus CP just to get the second war boss. So that's going to free up 3 CP for my list, which could either have me starting on 4 CP, or maybe I'll maybe give like Edwapa's Kill Chop onto my Smash Squig, and I'll start on 3 CP, which is still really nice, because at that point I'm going to be able to spam ramming speeds, and I'm going to be able to spam Unbridled Carnage to exploding on 5s. So the War Boss was definitely one of the units in my list that's actually on the chopping block right now. And then the second unit, I hate to say it, but I think it might be the Killer Khans. I mean, I love the Khans. They can do so much damage. And the reason why they're in my army is because they're really the only good source of flat 3 damage I have. So it's like, if I have to deal with Terminators, they're kind of it. But, I mean, so many of my games, they just don't matter. And so I'm thinking I might need to be dropping those, which is cool, because that clears up a full 200 points, which makes that second Storm Boy squad really easy. And it lets me flesh out the second Knob squad and probably even get another MSU Knob squad. So that's where my brain is right now. The Beast Boss on Squigosaur was a freaking legend as always. The Boss Zagstruck was a legend as always. Everything else was just super tight. But that's my thoughts. So thanks everyone for watching. This was a really cool tournament experience, and definitely catch up in the next one. All right, y'all. Cheers.